Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name's Nicole and here on We Mama I do lots of motherhood, lifestyle, cleaning and organisational videos. So if you like that kind of content, I would love it if you could stick around and subscribe. Today's video is going to be my best children's purchases from eBay. Bought so much stuff from eBay. I came up with this video idea and then I went through my purchase history and I've spent a lot on eBay. Basically, I really like to save my pennies a bit and I like to just price match and compare prices everywhere. I found that with my little boy I was quite prone to going straight into places like Boots and picking something up and it would be like £7 or £14, and then when I was scrolling through Amazon or eBay later on I would find it for a much lower price. So I just kind of got myself into the habit of whenever I wanted to buy something, even from like Amazon, I would always put it into eBay just to price match if the price would be a little bit cheaper, because usually with eBay you get free postage and things like that. And I did notice that a lot of the things that I've bought here were just so much cheaper than off of Amazon. So I just wanted to do a video on all of my favourite things that I've purchased so far for both of my babies. I have a little boy called Didier who is 2 years old and a 7-month-old daughter called Nina. And there will be a theme here. Some of this stuff was quite expensive elsewhere and I went to eBay and it was obviously a lot cheaper, hence this video. And another thing that I do want to disclaim is that with eBay, you know, it might not always be the best quality. So basically, you know, if I found something that I want on Amazon and I go to eBay, it might not be a brand. You know, I've basically go to eBay and I might have found the same exact product but just not from the brand. So you know, you can't always guarantee that you're going to get the best quality out of things. And the other thing is that with eBay you always have to like take in mind postage. Some things do take a long time to come, which you do need to like factor in to your expenses, things like that. But yeah, I'll stop rambling and just show you everything that I've got. So I'll go into categories, my first category being toilet training. My little boy Didier is 2 years old and we have just recently started, so of course I needed to get quite a few odds and ends just to help her start. So here we are with the theme. I headed over to Amazon, I put a load of things into my basket and yeah, it came to around £60–70 for just about 4 or 5 items. So when I went over to eBay, I found all the exact same things that I wanted and I think I got it all for about £25 to £30 instead. So first up is this handy little contraption. I think I say that every time. I've featured this in a lot of my videos lately, but I love it. It's basically a folding, very compact toilet seat. So as you can imagine with a little toddler, this is super handy when toilet training. I love that it comes in its own little pouch because obviously I like to just chuck this into our nappy changing bag and I don't want it to be like, I need to get away from my face for a start. I don't want it to be just loose in the bag like this if I've got baby bottles and muslins hanging about. So I really like that it comes in this bag. I found this on Amazon for around £12 and when I price matched it on eBay I think it was £7.89 or £9.99. So of course it was exactly the same thing. So I got it. Next up, with the toilet training theme, I don't actually have them to hand because they are scattered everywhere and I'm not actually giving them a wash and I don't want to handle them. One being a car seat protector, which is obviously currently in our car. It's like fabric lined on top and then of course like waterproofed on the bottom. So this is a really good peace of mind for when we do go on like a little car journey. We do drive down to like our local parks and things like that. And this is just, you know, just a peace of mind in case my little boy does have an accident. He is pretty good so far, but yeah, you obviously don't want to take any chances and you don't want a lovely urine smelling car. Next up, I bought these toilet seat steps to get my little boy used to the toilet and not scared of the toilet. It was just for him to have his own independent access to the toilet. So of course I didn't want him to be playing, need a wee, and then for me to lift him onto the toilet every time. I wanted him to be able to just run over to the toilet and get up there safely. This one has really worked well for us. My little boy is so good on it, like he surprises me. At first obviously he was very cautious with it, and it took him a little bit of time to get confident with it, and now he literally just jumps up on top of it on one step, turns around, sits down, and then he'll just jump down and not even use the steps. So he's really confident with it. This was around £16.99, I think. Like I said, I will put prices on screen. It's worked so well for us. I love this toilet training seat. And the last item that I bought to do with toilet training was our actual potty. I like that it was a toilet. I didn't really want any kind of confusion between a toilet and a potty. So I really like this one. I like that it was just a toilet shape. It comes with a little flush, and it comes with like a handy little like wipe box on the back. We don't use that because I just know that if I put any kind of wipe in there, they will be gone. You know, a toddler, toilet paper, just wouldn't happen. But this has been a great little toilet seat, really easily comes apart, and it's so easy to clean. Throughout the day, whenever I want to change it, you literally just lift up the toilet seat, remove the bowl to, like, you know, dispose of the contents, and yeah, just give it a good wipe, spray down. So easy to clean. Moving on to my next category, which is like toys and play. First up being a tough tray. I work in nurseries, and these trays are a godsend. I recommend these to any parent. If you've got space for it, definitely pick one of these up. I think I bought this off of eBay for around £12, and it's lived outside, it's lived in underneath our cupboards during the winter months, so we've just had like easy access to it, and we don't have to clean slugs off it every night. Trays are essentially like a cement mixing tray, like a builder's tray. So if you want to search for them on like Google, you can call them builder's tray, tough tray, cement tray. So in a way, essentially, they are an open-ended toy. You can just do anything with these. I really like them because they contain mess. So if you want to do painting, we'll just put like paper down. I would let my little boy just go to town painting. When he was quite young, I did quite a lot of sensory activities in these, from putting rice in there, lentils, coloured yoghurt, for him to do like baby painting with. They are so good for small world play. As I mentioned, that I work in nurseries, and we use these on a daily basis for like storyboards. I have actually used these for small world play, where I will put houses in there and use chalk to draw pathways to houses. The opportunities are just endless with these trays, and I highly recommend them. Next up is probably one of my very recent purchases. These are play mags, and I've heard so many good things about these, and I think we do have these in my workplace, but more for the older children. We don't really have them with my age gap, because I think they are not, yeah, they're for ages 3 and up. So obviously, you know, you need to be sensible. You know, if these aren't going to work for your child, then obviously, you know your baby. My little boy is 2, and I know that he would really love these. So they are essentially magnets, and they come in squares like this, and they just snap together, and you can just do so much with these. Again, they are a bit of an open-ended toy, I guess. You can make shapes with them, and you can connect them together. I will be completely honest, these ones have click-ins, so they come with these little tiles, and they've got letters and numbers on the back of them. And I will be completely transparent here and just say that I am not entirely happy with this purchase. When I bought them off of eBay, I came to eBay because it was a lot cheaper. This pack was $19.99. On the eBay listing, it said 36 magnetic tiles, and then it said with click-ins. So I have found them for about £30 online for this size, for 36, and then I've also found like bigger packs for around £40, £60, and eBay was the cheapest place where I could find them. So I thought, yeah, bargain, 19 quid for 36. And when it arrived, I wasn't quite happy because it says 36-piece set, and there's only 18 of these tiles, and then there's 18 of the clicky bits. So essentially, when they all come together, there's only a block about that big. So my idea was that I really wanted to build like houses and towers with my little boy, and we can't quite do that because there's not that many. I really wanted to buy this pack first, see how we got on, and then bought another bigger pack. But yeah, so I will be completely honest, I'm not entirely happy with that purchase, and I have messaged the people, and they said that they will give me a half price refund, you know, because it was a misleading title. I would highly recommend these, and if you're happy with this amount, then yeah, that's fine. but I definitely will pick up a few more of these just to make our collection a lot bigger. I think that they are so good for learning, fine motor skill. At the moment my little boy is really interested in numbers, so these click-ins were quite handy. I've worked in nurseries since I was 16 and I've never actually seen the click-ins before, so that's really handy to have. Okay, so my next purchase is going to seem a bit random. I actually purchased these little golf tees, if you can see them there. I use these quite often at work for play areas within my nursery setting on construction. So my kids at work really love this, and I thought I'm going to try them with my little boy. So the idea is that you just get a big styrofoam block and put these in, and they act as nails. So if your children have hammers, things like that, or you can use anything, it's just really satisfying to obviously watch them just bang into the styrofoam. This activity keeps my little boy engaged for ages, at least 20 minutes, 30 minutes if we're lucky, and especially when we first brought it out he was entranced by this. So I think I bought a pack of 10, and now we just keep them in his little toolbox. Like I mentioned before, just be wary of these kind of items with your children. My little boy wasn't even 2 yet when we bought these, and they are quite sharp. They are golf tees, but we obviously always supervised him and we haven't had any problem with him. Like, he doesn't really put things in his mouth, so I knew that these would be okay. Again, you just need to check in with yourself and your child, make sure what they're capable of doing. So I knew as long as my little boy was supervised, we wouldn't really have any problem with these. So he's got a little tool set, he's got a little toolbox, and he loves just going to town on a big bit of styrofoam. You don't need styrofoam, you can do this with cardboard, even though the styrofoam is a lot easier. But the other thing that we've used is the green sponge oasis for flowers. That is really fun as well. But this is a hit if your children love any kind of like construction, handiwork, STEM activities, and so cheap to buy and to have on hand. Pipettes. And I ordered these and they were quite inexpensive, and I had so many. I had a lot more than I thought I was going to get. They are in the depths of my bath toy bag, so these were the only ones that I could manage to find. But they are, you know, just squeezy pipettes, and they are great for any kind of water activity. I like to do colour changing activities where, you know, get food colouring in water. You know, for example, have yellow and blue and get your child to mix them. This is such a good activity. I like to do that a lot at work, or even just simple potion making. It's just a good accessory for your children to get used to. It's good for fine motor skills, and they're really fun. My little boy just loves these at bath time and loves making cups of tea with them. Next up, I have a puzzle. This is our number puzzle, and as you can see, I am missing number 4. I think it's underneath my sofa. And also we are missing 3 of these wooden things. Basically all of this came separate in a flat pack parcel, so I glued these on with wood glue, and then literally 3 days later my husband tripped over it and yeah, everything snapped off. So I haven't gotten around to repairing that at the moment because I need to pick up some more wood glue. But this is such a lovely Montessori inspired puzzle. It comes with, oh, I haven't actually got this to hand, but it comes with little hoops, so your child can put the hoops on top of these little wooden pegs, so obviously you can count. So it goes in size, and until you know you put 10 hoops on that peg, and it's got lots of different shapes on this side, which is all fun until you get to this shape. I don't quite know what to call that when my little boy asks for it. It's such a nice bright little puzzle. I really like this one, and I definitely think that this has been a great help for my little boy learning his numbers. We are trying to raise my little boy to be bilingual, so this has been great for him to just see the numbers and put them back in, get them in the correct order. I really need to find number 4. Also got another puzzle that I picked up, and this one is so lovely. Aside from the fact that, again, I am missing another piece, and I've got a horrible feeling that it is well and truly lost. I think I've left that at our previous house. I think we lost it in the move maybe, because I've not been able to find it. So that's a real shame, but it's a really nice addition. My little boy loves it, and it's so good to help with his colours. So we talk about, you know, different colours, we talk about rainbows in French and English, And yeah, it's a really beautiful puzzle, so I'm quite happy about receiving it. So the next category is a baby category. This is all stuff that I've purchased for my little girl Nina, who's 7 months old, and I've just purchased some things that would make my life a bit easier. First up being a weaning set. We are just starting to wean my daughter, and I really wanted to go for a small business. You know, on Instagram and Etsy you see so many lovely you know, weaning sets, and I couldn't quite find the right fit for me. I didn't want to be paying a lot of money. I'm on a maternity leave wage and I was furloughed. My husband's been furloughed, so I don't want to be spending a lot of money on just a pretty weaning set that's probably gonna, you know, not last that long. And whenever I did look on these beautiful small businesses on Instagram and Etsy, whenever I was looking at these different sets, there was always something missing, something quite vital that I needed and I wanted. And if I was going to buy it all separately, it was just going to cost a fortune. So I just headed over to eBay just to see if there was anything, and I found everything that I needed. So I found this company and I bought, I think it was called the Young Bird. I will put the link on screen. And I just went with a yellow weaning set, and it came with a silicone bib, a silicone suction bowl, a wooden spoon with like a silicone tip, and it also comes with a fork, but I can't find that. It came with 2 weaning silicone utensils, so these are really good for your baby to start self-feeding without making it go all the way to the back of their throat, because it's got a guard. It came with a normal silicone cup and a sippy cup to add over the top, which was really handy to have. I didn't really think about that. It came with compartment suction plate, and this one is these are actually really good. I've noticed as well, they actually stick. I've bought a few from Boots in the past for my little boy, and they just did not stick to like the high chair at all, whereas I cannot get these off my countertops and high chair at the end of the feed. And the other thing that I bought separately, the other thing that didn't come with this set, was a little silicone cup with a straw. I didn't actually see this at the time, I just saw the cup. I didn't realise it had that, but at the same time I don't think Nina will get that straight away. My little boy was really good at taking to a straw straight away, so I just thought I would try my luck with this. So this one comes, again, all yellow silicone. It comes with a little straw and it all clips on, and it's easy to use. Ooh. So I think that set came to around £33, and this was separately. I can't remember the price of that, I will put it on screen, but I definitely saved myself a lot of money by doing it on eBay. Another thing that I picked up was this like weaning food dummy. It's another silicone one, so you just unclip it and food goes in here. We've used it for mango and bananas so far, and it's great. With my first, we had a newbie one, and it was exactly the same, but it was like a mesh pocket, and they got so disgusting really quick, and they would take ages to dry, and I just didn't really think that they were that sanitary, so like hygienic. So I really like that this one's like an easy, clean, reusable one, and it also comes with a little lid, so if you do want to take it out and about, you've got a protective lid, which I really like. For play, I also bought a little teething glove. My little girl was going through a phase where she was really just chomping on her fingers so much that they were getting really swollen, so I had a little look on Amazon, and they were just so expensive, and I found this one. It's got a silicone like gummy bit there for her to chew on, and this glove makes a nice rattling sound, and it comes with like a little Velcro strap there, so you can just put your hand in and it stays on, so that has been great. Another toy for Nina is a foil blanket. I bought this one, and it actually came as a pack of 2. I think it was like around £5.50 or £6, and yeah, I had 2 in a pack, and they are huge. This one I've actually used already, and I've cut in half. You don't need a huge foil blanket, but this is like a great play item for, you know, a baby who was just turned a couple of months old. I wouldn't obviously recommend it for newborns, but when your baby is starting to not even sit up, if they're rolling around on tummy time, this is a great sensory play for them. It's shiny, it's, you know, it's crackly, it's noisy. Children in my nursery love playing with these, and Nina has loved playing with this too. It's so noisy though, it drives me crazy. Another thing we picked up for Nina was a nappy changing mat. I had one previously for my little boy, and it was just a bit too bulky, and this is just being the perfect size. It's just a great little fabric one, so like one side is fabric, and then this side is like the waterproof area in case anything pee everywhere. This is great, and I just love that it's really compact, that it all just rolls up and clips together. And one of the main reasons why I like this one is that I can just chuck it in the nappy bag and it's, you know, it just squishes down. This was super cheap, great purchase. When my daughter was born, I also bought a nappy caddy. This is of course very Mrs. Hinch inspired. I just decided to pick it up, thought it would be great for the living room, and it has done us great so far. There's like 3 pockets on this side and that side, and like big pockets on the ends, and then it's got like a felt compartment divider so you can make it how you want it. I really like to have it like this, where I've got the majority of my daughter's nappies there, and then I've got wipes, some nappies for my little boy here. He doesn't really use those anymore, so I probably need to change that into pull-ups. I've got nappy bags, hand sanitizer, and bum creams in that section, and this has just been great for nappy changing times downstairs instead of going upstairs to the changing table. Another thing that I've picked up that I don't have to hand, it is one of these rolling carts. I have been after one of these for ages. There are so many ideas for these on Pinterest, and I think the main one is from IKEA. And when I went to get it, it was about 50 quid, and I was like, I am not spending £50 on that cart. And I looked through, like, I think actually quite a few years for one for cheaper than £50. I just never found one. When I was looking for clothes storage for my little girl, just to put next to us in our bedroom, because we're just having like a bedside nursery at the moment, this cart popped up on eBay, and I was so chuffed. It is practically the same as the IKEA one, and I think it was £25, which half price, bargain, you can't go wrong with it. Yeah, at the moment we just use it for my little girl's clothes, just for easy access during the night. And last but not least, in the baby category, I actually bought these for my little boy when he was a couple of months old. These foam play mats. In my previous house we had hardwood floors, and when my little boy would start to crawl or sit up, obviously he was falling, and I really didn't want him to smack his head. So I price matched these ones with some off of Amazon, and these ones just turned out to be a lot cheaper. I just got muted colours of grey and white. They're so easy to put together. My little boy has loved these. We put them up in his room. I actually even put them out in the garden, because during the summer we had like a concrete area, and I didn't really want him crawling on the grass and then falling on the concrete, so this was really handy for us to have. And now we've just put a little area up for my little girl Nina. Even though we've got carpet now, she doesn't, it's just something else to like soften the blow if she does fall. And last but not least, my final purchase that I thought I would add in is a picnic blanket. Someone actually told me about this during an NCT meeting when I was telling them that, you know, we were going to do picnics and things like that, and this woman told me, she was like, you need to have this picnic blanket, it's great for beaches, for picnics, you need to have it. And she brought it up on Amazon, and of course I price matched it and just found it so much cheaper on eBay. And I don't have it to hand. I've only actually used it once and haven't got any footage. But it is essentially like a picnic blanket, like a waterproof blanket that comes with little pegs, so you can actually peg it down into the sand or into the grass. So this is just such a genius idea, because when you've got babies, or even myself, I just managed to like scrunch up picnic blankets whenever you move. I really like that this one is waterproof. We were just using a normal blanket before, so of course it always just got soaked. This was a great purchase, and it was so cheap. And at the moment it currently resides in my beach box. We have like a box in our garage with all our designated beach gear, and it's just chucked in there. But I really want to pick up another one just to add to the car for when we have picnics. So there we have it, all of my best purchases for kids from eBay. I really do love eBay, even though, like I said, you need to be careful with things like postage. Some things do come from China, so even though you are paying a cheaper price, sometimes they do take like a month to come. But I am, aside from the play knives, I'm really happy with everything that's come so far, and it won't stop there. I'm sure that I will be spending all my money on eBay. It's just such a good idea to always price match these things. Like, if you can just save a bit of money, it just makes sense. Just to, you know, if you're watching your pennies, always price match. So guys, I really hope you liked this video. If it helped you in any way, I would love it if you could give it a big thumbs up, or leave any comments down below. If you've got any great eBay purchases or finds, I would love to hear them. Please let me know down in the comments. I am very easily influenced. Thank you again for being here. I do post videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays. I would love to have you as a viewer, so please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!